I just realized I hadn't started recording yet, so welcome everyone who's watching the Battle of Perryville. Hope you enjoy it. All right, so he's heading down the pike. You're staying with him as is.
Um, yeah, I don't think we're gonna get far enough for me to break off yet.
Okay,
So I'll just stick with him and keep the rest of the corps following behind his division.
got it. All right, thank you. What the heck is that cavalry doing over there? Do you know
Nick, he wants to go. What?
is that right? Way over. There's no way it could have got there.
No, no, there's no way. I'm about to ask you, where's the fourth cavalry
I think it
squadron?
got thrown off to the edge.
Uh, there's supposed to be two guarding a creek and two wandering.
Okay.
Um, Polk asked to be co-located with Bragg.
Mm-hmm.
I moved him.
That,
They can have a tea party.
that works.
James, I gave the two IC the opportunity to flip between commands. I just told him he couldn't have his own screenshot.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to do it too much or do it where he's like, because part of this is part of the game I see here is the Union's pretty spread out, and so how do they handle being that spread out and coordinating? So I don't want them jumping from like side to side and increasing the
Got
coordination
it.
more than
Okay.
it should be. But
Okay. I've only got the Confederate guy, but I take your point. If
Oh,
you
yeah.
were Union, you'd have to stay in his column.
yeah, and I got the Union guys, so I guess I'll control that. Yeah, Confederate guy I don't care because they're very centralized.
Okay.
Just waiting.
Also, this is a question. So they asked for the cavalry to quote fan out. Should
We're pretty fans.
They're quite fanned already? They said they wanted them to fan out and not engage.
So Fanhouse and keep moving, or
So I'm interpreting that as having the cavalry, I guess, move down this line and
yeah,
take up into kind of
Yeah.
this into the rough terrain more or less, and just kind of observe.
yeah. So they'd probably. I mean, the terrain's difficult, so they'd probably be sticking to the road mostly. But you can just move them down
Okay.
to like this ridge here
Down to
and down there, and they're gonna spot this column and then report back next turn. So
Yes. Okay.
we're gonna get into it'll be 1240 next turn. Actually, we'll jump to 1 just for what's Miles doing? Chatting it up with Arp and Kevin, no doubt.
Hey, they're fine fellows. They're fun.
They are fine fellows, but we don't have time for chitty chat. We got a battle to run. This isn't supposed to be fun.
You think this is like?
Do you think this is a game? We're training for war. The wrong war, but that's all
Training for war poorly?
right. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Part of me is curious to see someone who's done Kriegsspiel a lot, and if they actually got a command in a military, if they would say, help them to be more better at orders and more calm under,
I
fire.
definitely think Kriegsspiel could help you.
Yeah.
I love IKS, but I don't think we're preparing, future warfighters here. No, like Jan might be. I'm sure he is, but like, I'm herding cats and stuff.
No, I think it's a little late for me to sign up for the army and apply what I've learned in these past few months.
Those guys are moving really fast.
Yeah, so
Anybody
you
else?
do, well, oh yeah, that's super fast. I'm,
Just because I'm gonna have to explain it to
I'm,
the Confederates.
I'm slowing them down.
Okay, otherwise they're gonna suck cannon fire.
Well, they should be getting cannon fire already.
I'll get the smoke.
Rousseau will be there. Let's do that. But those cannons, I think, would open fire already, right? They don't need orders. Oh, where did
No,
my
they don't need orders. I don't know why the smoke is.
Oh, that one's got a ridge. I don't think he'd actually see over it, but this one would see down the road and
Okay.
start shooting at him.
If they're moving that fast, I'm gonna nudge these cavalry a little farther.
Yeah, that's fine.
They're kind of going the wrong way, but I don't want them to be like, why are my cavalry so slow?
All right, that little command indecision on my side.
Oh, okay, no worries. Sorry for messing with your pieces. We were moving them back a little bit, so it wasn't too much of movement in a turn.
But yeah, similarly, one of the other orders I got was to tighten up the infantry.
Okay,
Hence why I kind of moved them a little tighter
sure.
together. I assume that that's okay. Although I figure any more tighter and they'll be overlapping. So
Yeah, so some of the Confederate artillery is already opening fire on the Union column. Actually, probably shooting the cavalry, not that column. But
The Union, is completely unaware that the
yeah, so
Confederates are there.
they'll
This will
see
be a
that.
nasty surprise.
And other than that, you're free to take screenshots for 1,300.
All right.
how do we take screenshots?
Do you have a snipping tool on your computer?
Oh, just the regular way that
Yeah.
one takes.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if TS had its own.
No. Well, actually, I think it does, but I've not used it.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I'm my Polk's now co-located, anyways. So.
I can take it if you want. I'm just gonna give all three the same screenshot.
Yeah.
I've got the other two guys in there.
Why don't what's easiest? How about Swintz takes those three and you take Hart just for this next turn?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. I'll let you take it then, Swence. And then I've just got Hart.
Yep, just for the turn. Till
All right. And then I'll come back and help you with combat if there is.
Alright, I'm gonna go get my updates. Oh, and if they write dispatches, we don't have a dispatch umpire, so it's on each of us to forward them from the channel they're at to the channel they're going to. And in the case of Union miles, if they're going, like if they're going from your group to my group in the south, it's gonna have a couple turn delay because it's got to go
Got it.
like 4 miles at least. So I'd probably take like a 2-turn delay maybe to reflect that.
Yeah.
I've taken a screenshot, James. Can I just is there a place I can pop it and show it to you before I don't want to mess up anything?
Throw
Or
it in
should
umpire. The umpire
Okay,
channel.
thank you. I just don't want to botch anything with an overly.
Alright. That's good, except it needs to be north up. So right now you got north to the left.
Alright.
And ideally
okay. Thank you.
you do not the rectangle one, but the shaped one. But if you can't do if you can only do the rectangle, it's fine. Alright, I'm gonna go. Okay. Hello. You and the cavalry ride forward past the rolly terrain. You're just coming upon the Doctor's Creek now as we speak, and you can hear artillery fire far to the north, and not far to the northeast, top a hill, less than a mile away, you see Confederate cavalry looking at you.
Brilliant. Gay, it's your choice if you want to set up your artillery and hold here and start blasting them, or if you want to try and flank around to their south. I'm going to tell Gilbert to form up, to head here and form up.
I mean, I guess I'll bring up my cannon and hold position until the infantry comes up.
So bring it up and start shooting them.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Then I'll ride over to McCook.
You're going to McCook, who's north, right?
Yep.
So what route are you taking to get there? Like, are you gonna go along Doctor's Creek or back to that one road that goes north? Or...
I'm going to take. Yeah, it is kind of far. I will follow Doctor's Creek.
Let's hope you don't
I
die.
don't suggest that.
I'm gonna risk it.
I'm sure McCook can handle himself.
Yeah, I want to see what's happening over there if he's under artillery fire.
Alright, thank you. Alright, gentlemen. Your infantry column continues to march along the road, passing along rolling hills, and you can see what ridge is that to your south? High ridge called Knobs. Is that what it's called? The high ridge called Knobs. Alright. Anyway, what are your orders?
I am going to continue down the road. Why?
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a matter of keeping on marching for now.
A little bit of marching simulator. Alright. And I assume the other two divisions are just following right after you, right?
Yeah, they are. They're just following. Which one is this? The 11th? Yeah. They're going to be doing so for probably a pretty long time.
Okay. Oh, you do hear artillery fire far in the distance to the north.
Okay.
FYI. Okay. Thanks. If you want to handle the combat in the north,
Sure.
I think that'll probably be the majority.
honest,
But what's
I
that?
will handle the combat in the. I'll be honest with you. I was watching the overtime goal that I missed to be here on. So how far do rifled muskets shoot? Because me brain Napoleon.
Rifled, so they can kill a man at 400 yards, but that's quite a distance. So normally for this, I say if it's like within 2 to 3 grid spaces, roughly 2.
2.6. We'll let them at least shoot at each other.
Yeah.
I'm done with my moves.
Okay.
Could you promote me, James? I think I had to leave and come back, and I screwed it up.
Yeah, I need to promote you. And so, no, that's fine. That was during all our testing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to roll for that artillery. Do the Confederate cavalry down here, do they have any orders about whether they need to hold the ground or fall back? Because they're taking artillery fire now. Oh, he's not here. Dang it. There he is. Swints, the cavalry down here, do they have specific orders about what to do if they're engaged? Because they're taking artillery fire.
They were to fall back. They were to fall back.
Okay. So they'll fall back behind cover, I guess.
I was trying to relocate Polk into the voice 2 and didn't seem to work.
He's there.
There's 2 voice 2s. I mess it up every time, so you might have sent him into the Union voice 2 or vice versa. So
Oh my god! I'm sorry.
The Confederate ones are the second list. The Union ones are the
You
first
can also
list.
just drag their names over.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Sorry.
No worries.
You're fine. I rolled 3 2s. Fantastic.
3 2s.
There's a 5, but it's arty, so it's just.
Alright, I think we're ready for 1320.
All right.
Are there 3 still? Oh, they're all together there still. Okay, so that doesn't change for you guys. Let's see. Gilbert. Nope, everyone left already. It's because I got too much. Okay, General Buell, you are heading north along the creek. Sounds of artillery fire happen as Gay's artillery open up behind you. You can still hear artillery fire to the north, and it in fact increases in intensity, as well as some small arms fire. Kind of hard to tell how far with the echoing in the valley, but you're making good time.
And I'm not dead.
And
That's
you're
the
not
more
dead.
important thing.
And that water in that creek's looking mighty fine. Maybe you can take a minute and cool off.
No time, man.
Should I
No
send a
time.
message to Bragg saying, "Hey, we need a mid battle bath real quick."
We need
All
to do
right,
some water cooler talk.
we're gonna keep riding to McCook.
Okay. Got it. Thank you. All right, Captain Gay, your artillery moves up to the hill next to you and starts to loose on the Confederate position. They almost immediately fall back behind the ridge and are lost from sight. You can see your infantry coming up behind you, not too far away, and Buell has gone off to the north, as he told you he would. Your orders?
I will advance further up the road and ridges and redeploy my cannon when we stop.
All right. Thank you. Oh. 1 second, gotta fix a technical issue real quick.
What is it? 1320.
Okay. So you continued down the road, making good time. And not too far to the northeast now, less than half a mile away, you can see the cavalry have stopped, and their guns have unlimbered and are firing off to the northeast at some unseen target. Gay's there with them. What are your orders?
I'm gonna go just I'm gonna go meet with Gay. I'll just move to his position. Have the rest of the division follow up behind the cavalry, and then Sheridan should have his own orders.
Okay. Sheridan?
I'm gonna move to the left of the cavalry, ideally on the hill, and set up my guns to also fire at whatever the cavalry are firing.
Okay. What will you do if the cavalry move along and keep going down the road?
I'm gonna wait.
Okay. Alright, thank you. Alright, Buell's now with McCook, so if you can handle him with your McCook everything, that would be helpful.
Where's Buell?
He's with McCook now.
Okay. All right. The Union deployed some artillery, and McCook says that he's on slow mode and can't make post to his channel.
I fixed that. 1340.
All right, excellent.
So it's 1340.
James, Civil War artillery fire, firing at 8 grids, same as usual?
Yeah,
Or is that too
10
far?
grids. About a mile.
Sorry, Union.
No, you're fine.
Is Swentz here?
Yes,
Swentz,
yes, I am.
did the Confederates move their guns anywhere, or are they just chewing away?
So the only order I received vis-a-vis guns was from Polk to get his guns moving to towards the the front line where the other guns were firing.
Okay.
So I had them limber up and make very slow progress through the rough terrain over there. I don't see any roads unless.
Totally fine. Oh, I 100% agree with you. I'm just asking, should I roll combat dice for these two? And I think the answer is yes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Their orders was just to hold and keep plugging away. Yeah.
James,
I didn't mean to over-explain, but I just wanted to be clear that
You're fine.
I didn't get any real orders with regard to those guns besides just keep going.
That tracks.
Hey, Greaves, you here to help?
Yeah, I noticed the ping for the umpire.
Oh, are you still the umpire?
Great screenshot.
Oh, he's still tagged, and Lancer did at umpire and summoned Greaves.
Oh, sorry, Greaves.
Hey, buddy.
I'll take off umpire.
Yeah, I could do the dispatch umpiring stuff if you need one.
Yeah, absolutely. Hop on DTS if you can.
Thanks, man. James, Northern Combat is done for
Okay.
what it is.
Yep. Go ahead and we're doing 1340 now.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I didn't realize you were still doing combat. I thought I was behind because I've.
No. 40.
Is Discord lagging for y'all?
No.
Perpetually, but not
sometimes
at this moment.
it does like randomly lag and then restart on me.
And in terms of, I guess, notice from the notice from the cavalry to Polk, should that come as a? I guess for future reference, should that come as like a voice chat or should I type something up for them?
No, it's
Just tell him like a writer approaches and says,
yeah.
because you don't have time.
You're acting on
Oh,
behalf of the courier, so you say, "What's his bucket?" Morton from the 4th Tennessee sends a courier saying, you know, Union cavalry coming down the road, 3 squads with artillery and infantry behind them, something like that.
Okay, thanks.
Right.
Okay. I forget what I was doing. So Greaves, most everyone has it'll just be a 1-turn delay, but the Union's pretty split in 2, so any dispatches from one side to the other is a 2-turn delay.
Right, got that.
But everything else is pretty straightforward. Okay, I'm going.
Just act flexibly.
All right, gentlemen. So Gay crosses Doctor's Creek and rides up the small hill over the ridge. You see the Confederate cavalry have fallen back a distance and then are watching you again. Of course, Gilbert has ridden to ride up with you, and you can hear lots of sounds of battle to the far north still.
I will set up the cavalry and deploy the guns as well.
Okay,
And just buying time.
okay, so you'll deploy again and deploy the guns.
Yep.
Alrighty. Okay. Gilbert, you staying here?
Yeah, I'll stay up here at this big hill right by us, slightly to the north.
Yep.
And then orders for the rest of the division are to push up behind the cavalry.
Got it. Thank you. All right, Brigadier General Sheridan. You still hear sounds of battle far to the north. None in your vicinity. Men are marching and have just now reached Doctor's Creek. Some of them break formation and go and try and lap up the cool waters because they're quite thirsty. But their officers get them back in line and threaten to shoot them. You can see the cavalry to the northeast on the ridge overhead, heading that way.
Okay, I'm gonna follow up behind the cavalry.
All right. You got it. Takes a little bit of extra time to get across the creek. I don't think that's I don't know, maybe it is a bridge. Kind of hard to tell if it's a ford or a bridge. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and co-locate you because you're going to be co-located next turn. Give you someone to talk to. Buell, were you ever co-located last turn?
What about your artillery?
Artillery to continue to move to set up to counter battery.
Okay, got it.
Never mind.
Sorry,
See you
Jason, I didn't
guys.
interrupt you. Sorry.
No, I was asking, Buell, were you ever co-located on the voice channel yet?
Nope.
He's not here.
He is now, right? He's right next to McCook on the map.
I can see him. I can see him in the channel here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's here.
All right. General Buell, welcome.
Hello.
All right, what am I doing? It's is it 1400 now?
I thought we did 1340 last turn.
I'm so lost. Are we still waiting on Miles?
Miles and
Okay.
that's fine.
I got ahead of myself mentally. We're fine. Okay. I thought I was like behind on a turn.
Did you change artillery rules to make them deplete as they shoot?
I did. So each those are huge.
So every time they shoot, so that should be.
Every time they shoot, they go down. Just to show the exhaustion and force people to cycle artillery and have some in reserve and logical things like that.
Okay, and these guys. Does it recover?
Yeah, it'll recover. So if they rest, they'll recover like anything else. I guess I can do screenshots.
So combat in air quotes is done, but it was just artillery firing at artillery.
That's easy. You're getting all the excitement over there.
Yeah, with my one cap player, which I'm very, very happy about. This is not me being salty. I need a one-player game today. Are we doing... So we did 1330, 1340. Are we doing 1350 or...
No, we're doing 20-minute turns, so it's 1400 now.
1400. Alright, combat's done. My single guy is done. I'm gonna refill my drink. I'll be right back.
I should do that too.
General Polk has rejoined Brigadier General Chatham.
Cheatham. Okay, so
Buell, McCook, and Russo are having an extended discussion.
okay, have they not decided what they're doing?
Well, I've got the turn in now.
Oh, okay. Oh, Miles, remember. Sorry.
Good.
Remember to do your screenshots with the north to the top of it.
I have no idea where north is, so I'm just.
So there's over here. There's a big arrow for north.
Okay.
So
I had not been doing it though.
No, you're fine. The map's funky because it's oriented with east as up on the map. But
yeah, we had a whole bunch. So we with McCook and Russo, we've all kind of gone with the city to the top of the map, and it seems to be working.
Okay.
I should also mention that General Bragg appears to be AFK.
He sometimes has connection issues.
I think he's playing the character.
Or he's playing. Yeah, that's also very characteristic.
It's also like 4 in the morning.
There was a very extended pause with General Bragg. Do you have any orders? And nothing. So unfortunately, they both just told.
Tell him he threw a hissy fit and retired to his HQ and is refusing to talk to anyone.
All right.
We ready for our screenshots?
Yeah. So Polk is separate. So Swentz, you can take him back, and then McPanzer, I guess you got Hart, and then you'll have Hardy again.
Sure.
And
I'll take Hardy and Bragg.
Yeah, if Bragg ever shows up.
For however long.
Which this is 1340.
This is now 1400.
1400. Got it. All right.
Let's see what Bragg had last turn.
All right, I'm going.
And go from there.
All right, gentlemen. The artillery has unlimbered on the top of that hill, and it's just about to start firing. Cavalry men are ready. I don't know if you want them dismounted or not. They can be that way or not. Up to you. The infantry has arrived at the rear, probably hidden from the Confederate eyes behind that ridge, which is good. Confederate cavalry maintain position, just watching you, and you can still hear fighting to the north. What are yours?
Okay. I want to probe forward because I'm guessing they're screening us right now, so I want to advance on their cavalry and force them into a withdrawal further up the road.
You doing mounted, dismounted?
Are they mounted?
They are mounted, yes.
We're staying mounted then.
Okay, so you're just gonna push them. Try and.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And then I'll just bring my cannon and the. Who is that? The ninth PA.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna come up the road.
Wait, so just the cannon and the 9th Pennsylvania?
Going up the road, but my other two are gonna, pick a cavalry unit each and
Okay, I got
go at them. Yeah.
So artillery's limbering up again.
Yep, and just heading up the road with the 9th PA behind them.
Got it. Okay. Sheridan.
I'm gonna set up on the crossroads and unlimber my cannons.
The crossroads where the cavalry is currently?
Yes.
Okay.
The rest of the corps is just going to follow up behind Sheridan. They're going to stay in marching column on the road, though.
Alright, so his division's deploying. And the rest are... arriving. Okay. Got it. Alright, thank you. Swents, would that cavalry here in the south, would they just fall back again, or would they stand and fight?
No, he said to just have them. Their orders were not to engage, so
Okay.
I would have them keep going back.
I don't like how thick these pieces are. Prefer what I had before, but they didn't work for everyone. Oh, I see Buell's coming back down. I can probably take him again. 14, 20.
There's a lot of that continue to sit on me.
Well, the Union's demonstrating to distract them, and the Confederates, of course, have a good position to hold, so it's fine.
I mean, they're going for it. They're like, yeah, let's do it. So up in the north, these guys have orders to stay at whatever max range is, and because they're cavalry, I think they can. So they'll both get to shoot, but they want to shoot at long range.
Yeah.
And make it bad.
Gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello.
Buell wants to move to Gilbert. Where is Gilbert?
He's south. I'll take him back. I got him.
Yeah, he's right. He's right in Compton right now.
Okay.
I shoved him over there. I'm going to be pressing their attack on the cavalry.
So those cavalry mounds have they were stationary, and they have orders to stay at whatever long range is as they skirmish.
Got it. All right.
And I figured because they're cav,
All right.
they'll both get to shoot for sure.
Got it. Then we're done.
They're just being cowardly.
Cowards.
Right.
14:20 now. Are you still doing combat?
Yeah, oh god. Almost done. 15 seconds.
Oh, you're fine. It doesn't impact me. I'm doing my screenshots. This game's a bit more peaceful than the last few.
I hope you're recording because I'm just rolling 1, 1, 1, 1.
I am
People
recording.
will be like, McPanther's cheating. My guns do nothing.
I missed the dice roll, but I heard it. So
Okay. Just if anybody's watching,
Those ones do make a distinctive sound.
the sound of failure. All right.
Now combat's done.
All right, Captain Gay, you take your cavalry, head down the road after the 2nd Georgia, but those cowardly rebels just turn and run and don't even bother. So right now you're just chasing them down the road. Your 2nd Michigan are moving a bit slowly, going over land and rough terrain, but they're likewise the rebels up there are also fleeing. What are your orders?
Okay, yeah, no. Proceed with the current orders. Keep following and probing the enemy cavalry units while bringing up the 9th PAN battery up the road.
Alrighty.
And if they come into infantry contact, don't get in range.
Got it.
Yep.
Alright, thank you.
Cavalry are going to run into something.
Alright, so the 11th are almost finished deploying on the ridge and hill with the artillery getting in position as well. Fortunately or unfortunately, it looks like Gay's scared off the rebel cav once again, and they're fleeing to the northeast. Rest of the corps is coming up to the rear. To the northwest, you can see Buell riding down the creek coming towards you, and sounds of fighting to the north continue.
You know what? Why don't you have your command just go straight up north along the road and push onto that hill that we were supposed to as our objective, and I'll just have one of the back units swing down the turnpike. That way,
Okay.
if Buell wants to change the plan, we don't have a unit just running off down the turnpike.
Yeah, I'll limber the cannons and start moving up that road, James.
Okay. Any particular order of march?
Infantry in front, cannons in rear.
Okay.
Rest of the corps is just going to follow him,
They're following him.
with the exception of the what are they called? The first. The first are just gonna. If the first reach this crossroads, they're to stop at this crossroads.
Okay. Well, yep. Okay. Got it. Thank you. All right,
hi.
General Buell, you are once again leaving the sounds of fighting behind you as you take a leisurely ride down the creek. That water's looking mighty inviting now.
No time. Give me over to Gilbert.
All right.
Is the creek running red yet?
No.
It'd run the other way.
Ah,
Yeah, it is running the other way.
damn.
listen to someone just to.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Okay, I'll just continue then, I suppose.
Sounds like he's having
so
mic issues. I know he's having Discord issues earlier, so it might be related. Miles, we can't hear you if you're talking. It's like a
I'm
little...
here.
Oh, there you are.
I'm here.
Okay. Go ahead, Kevin. I'm just listening.
Okay, I think that we're going to pull back the First Corps artillery to a little bit more defensive location with the infantry, the 10th Division, just somewhere where they can just kind of avoid getting shelled from their artillery, but where they can maybe support our infantry if they attack with infantry over the river. Right. So,
pull the guns back a bit.
Yeah. Let's get them out of firing range and into something that can give them more cover, and we'll just fire canister when the infantry come at us, and then we'll just continue digging in along this line. Can Caruso, can you also move that one brigade, that 9th brigade, maybe into line with on the left side of 10th Division, and then also dig in?
He's already ordered them up.
Oh, I see.
Would you like to countermand that?
No. Carry on as you are. I'm just told it'd be easy for them to come back. But keep on as I'm going.
Yeah, I'm not going to countermand that. Let's let him do his thing. That should be it then.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Deploy to my north to extend my line. Kind of deploying, not like extending my line, but just like forming like another smaller line, kind of defending my northern flank with just those 2 brigades.
You said 2nd and 4th of the
2nd and 4th brigade. Yep.
Got it. Thank you. So they're kind of going up there by the horse artillery.
No, they're gonna.
We having fun yet, Miles?
They are a little disheveled. They did not expect that many Confederates on the hill.
Oh, really? I don't know where they thought the Confederates would be.
Not against them.
Let's see.
All right. I don't think this group over here is going to have any shots. Your Confederate cavalry is cowardly running away. You can't recover past 1, right?
Right, that's correct. That's how I reflect freshness of units, and if a unit's been fighting already for the day, they're not quite as willing to stand as long as they would have been.
I think it's just artillery fire on my side.
Yeah, my cav not my cav, the Confederate cav are running away heroically, making a heroic retrograde motion. Right. I think so. Hypothetically, artillery breaks because they shot too long. Put the broken on them, but they don't route.
Yeah, they're not routing. It's just, I mean, they can stand there if they want. They just need to rest and get more ammo. And now, if they're getting shot at, they may ask to be allowed to pull away or whatever. But
okay, well, one of them broke, but they broke from I shot too long, not I got shot
Okay.
Confederates are about to break from I got shot. Yeah, they got shot. Do we have damage?
That's at the bottom.
Do you think these units have line of sight on each other, or is the woods?
No. There's a ridge and trees right there, and they're like
Great.
super
That's great.
far
I don't
away.
want to roll the dice.
Okay.
Fine.
Way too far.
Yeah, they wanted to hide behind those trees.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not. I've got 2 more dice to roll. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they wouldn't even see them because they're behind that ridge and woods. I'll be right back.
Does anyone know if the Union cavalry to the south of Polk are firing?
They end their turn within 2.5 to 3. I would just have them shoot.
Okay.
You need some dice.
I wasn't in. I didn't take orders from them. That's why I don't know what they've been up to.
Yeah, I have no idea. No clue. Here, you know what? We'll just have them shoot. It'll be more fun that way. They both miss. 2-2. All my dice today have just been, they've been equally terrible. It's not like one side's getting hammered. I just can't roll a 3.
All right, are we ready for screenshots?
I am.
Yep.
Alright, General Sheridan. So you and your division have turned north off that road, heading along the ridge. To your east, you can see the 2nd Michigan Gaze Cavalry are engaged with some Union cavalry across the way. Other than that, not too much else to report. What are your orders? Are you there? Can you hear me? I'm going to assume you're going to keep advancing.
Sorry, my mic was muted. I'm gonna keep advancing. Do I know how well the cavalry to my east is doing?
They seem to be okay, minimal casualties if any.
Yep, gonna keep advancing then.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 of those make up a division, and then the 3 of those that are under my command make up my corps.
Alright, gentlemen.
So looks like
Gilbert
they're going force
has...
and
Wait, where's Gilbert? Buell has joined you atop your nice little hill. Sheridan's continuing north. Gay's lost from sight to the northeast. Although you can hear some small arms fire now closer than before, in addition to the artillery far to the north. And the other 2 divisions, 9th and 1st, are coming up, as you can see. What are your orders?
I'm gonna have the 9th and the 1st continue following up behind the 11th, and then I will ride to go meet up with Sheridan.
All right.
I will go to meet with Gay, actually.
Buell's going to Gay.
Yep.
Okay. Got it. Thank
Well,
you. Okay, Captain Gay. So you continue chasing the Confederates down the road. They're very fast, good horsemen. You're not able to catch them, but as you ride, you can. Did I give you a screenshot?
For 1440, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. You can hear some small arms fire to the west in the direction where your 2nd Michigan was, so maybe they're fighting with someone now. And of course, you can see further up the hill to your west some infantry deployed in line facing southwest.
Okay. I will have the 9th PA and my cannon turn on this ridge and open up on the 4th Brigade I can see. While I'll have my forward cavalry unit stay to screen the cavalry that's further up the road.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
And I'll send word to the other cavalry unit that if he can meet us at this position, then do so.
All right.
So, chasing cavalry, and I've got McCook getting his brains beat in by artillery. For lack of an elegant term.
I think it's a worm in my brain or something.
All right, guys. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Like, oh, I shouldn't joke about that. That's not good to joke about.
All right. James, we may have to break up the team of Russo and McCook. They've gotten a little far away from one another.
Okay. Let me split them. So they're now on different voice channels.
All right. And they're pulling back their guns and not firing this turn.
Interesting. Okay.
Are you North Union, Miles? Or is that James?
He's north, yeah.
I'm north.
I have a resolution. I don't know how far these Union cav were from the crossroads. The Confederate cav were ordered to run northwest. Maybe they skirmished with the one in the rear. I don't know.
They moved. Let me do my. They moved from about here to there. So they would probably grab the guy in the rear.
Okay. So we'll do something. You can stop me if you want. Have
Yep.
these two maybe actually fighting on horseback for funds.
I think that would be a fine thing. I think the Union player would be ecstatic by that with that infantry brigade supporting him.
Okay. Let's do that then. That sounds like more fun. As these guys heroically run away with them. The funny thing is they're running northwest, right? But the General Bragg has grabbed their other squadron and is chasing his cavalry brigade down to the northwest because he won't send him mail. So he's trying to find him.
That's funny.
Yeah,
He is
he's gonna get himself captured.
Swint, I don't know what this cavalry here would be doing. They got chased off, but would they come back to the Confederate line or?
I think at this point they'd probably try to take a sort of circuitous route, avoiding engagement. Trying to avoid contact.
Yeah, maybe
Back
just
to the line.
continue or watch the flank or something. Let's put him
Yeah.
there.
Is it? I mean, his original order was essentially avoid engagement, report back.
Yeah. Okay.
Melee is 3d6 now, James.
Yeah. Make it decisive.
Love it. Love it. Give me Crossier. 4. I'm not gonna break. That. These guys are, I think, are gonna.
Did you get the dispatch from Gay to Gilbert, Greaves? That'll be going now.
Yeah, I do not. And I've got a dispatch to General Buell. Which I should deliver this turn.
Greaves will take care of it for you. He's doing dispatches now. Making all our lives easier. So it's 1500. I'm doing screenshots already.
All right. Rousseau's going to be very happy for a brief period of time.
And then Greaves, Buell's so far around that anything going to McCook now is like 3 turn delay, an hour.
Right.
Now if he goes back, that'll change, but he's just basically has a Confederate army between him and McCook at this moment. Alright, I think I got everyone. Diving in.
Over here, we just might have like
Alright,
a bunch of
gentlemen.
cavalry holding.
So Gay's artillery has unlimbered and is now firing in on the Confederate flank, trying to bounce out that shot uphill and mow through the line. The Confederates have returned back to the northeast, but they seem to just be sitting and watching. The cavalry, that is. And of course, the illustrious General Buell has arrived to confer directly with you. You can hear small arms fire to the west, maybe a mile away, in addition to the artillery fire that you've been hearing all day. Although that artillery fire has died down quite a bit, actually, in the last few minutes.
That would explain the dispatch I got.
Hey, James.
Yes.
Have they sent word to me about who they're engaged with? My cavalry to the west.
That's 7
Yeah,
battles.
they're engaged with the 4th Tennessee Cavalry, and he acknowledges your orders is going to come your way.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to send the 9th PA along with the new orders that he's not to move from that position, and they're both to engage that cavalry unit.
Oh, okay, got it.
Is that Confederate infantry advancing, or is it just?
It turned because I was shooting in his flank. That's about it. That's what it looked like.
Yep.
Okay. In that case, so Gay, we'll start sending. Do you think you can punch through here without infantry support, or do you want us to send an infantry division to help you?
I mean, essentially, I could try and completely bypass this and turn his flank. If anything, I'd just be a nuisance. But I want to get rid of this current cavalry I'm engaged with, so I don't have to watch my back.
Okay. Yep. In that case, just keep being a nuisance on this flank. I'm not going to have you try and flank around and go deep, but basically just keep playing with their cavalry, and we'll try and punch through their center then, and that should free up the infantry that you're currently shooting at. James, I'm going to ride back down to Gilbert.
Okay. Gay?
It'd be a good idea to send him infantry, just in case they decide to get funky and attack him with the infantry, or the Confederate infantry decides to attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk with Gilbert, and I'll send you a dispatch, Gay, if we send you any infantry.
Okay, any other orders besides sending the 9th Pennsylvania west?
No. Keep the cannon firing, and the Kentucky are to still screen that other cavalry up the road.
Got it.
Triple echelon formation, double swift.
Alright, gentlemen. So you moved along the ridge, and then all of a sudden the 36th come under heavy fire. It seemed you found the Confederate line, including artillery, and so 36 is getting pounded pretty quickly. Rest of the divisions are coming up behind.
You want to go first, Gilbert, or do you want?
You should go first because you got to deploy your troops before I can do anything.
Yeah, so I want to deploy my artillery where the 35th is currently, James.
Okay.
I want the 36th to fall back behind my artillery. I want the 35th to be on the left of the artillery and the 37th to be on the right.
Okay, hold on 1 second. So, deploying artillery where the 35th is, you're pulling back the 36th, and then
Behind the artillery.
behind the artillery, okay, and then what else?
35th on the left of the artillery, 37th on the right of the.
Got it. Okay. All right, and then for the other two divisions.
I'll have the what's the one right behind us? The 9th is basically to come up the road and then fan out in a line behind the 11th, but they are to stretch to the creek bed up to the artillery. They're to have their artillery kind of come up the road and join the big battery with the 11th artillery. And then the 1st is to continue up the road, and then I will go and go to the 1st, like to their commander's location, to organize them and put them into the fight.
Got it.
Sheridan, you're going to be in charge pretty much up here. If I'm too far away to really command my units, you're going to need to direct the fight up here as it develops.
Okay.
While I guide the rest of the units in.
Got it. Thank you.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. Let's see.
McCook wants his artillery re-engaging. And Rousseau is taking his captured cavalry trophy back with him.
Oh, you got a cavalry trophy. Let's see. Oof. Uphill though. So. Are they charging that artillery good?
Yes, the order was charge the artillery. The 3rd Brigade was also ordered to charge, but I assume that they broke that one off.
Yeah, they retreated, so I don't know.
Yeah,
Let me roll. Let's see. 4 or higher, they keep charge. Oh, they do charge. Okay, this will be fun. Are they supposed to bayonet charge or just?
Yeah. He said charge them.
All right, we'll do it. Nothing like chaos on the battlefield. Let's see. That was a very small roll. 2, 3.
Sorry. Sorry, guys, I'm rolling combat in the wrong channel. Like I'd already moved.
No worries.
So, Miles, up here in the north,
Yep.
3rd through 9th, they took some pot shots at some Confederate cavalry who were just sprinting north. You can tell them they hit a few, but the
Okay.
die roll was a miss. If you want to make him feel better, he shot 1 or 2.
He's on top of the world. He captured a regiment for the moment.
He did. Chinleaf has left or quit or something, and Nanner, his 2IC, has taken over the role.
Oh, well, I'm glad he had a 2IC then.
All right, you ready for screenshots?
Yeah, 1520. Well, if McMahon's is ready, I don't know. South is ready. Okay, Captain Gay. Quite eventful. So, the 9th Pennsylvania go and assist the 2nd Mississippi. Kind of hard to tell from where you're at, but they seem to be doing okay. The 4th Confederate Brigade, though, is charging down the hill right at your guns. They're taking a lot of canister shot, but it's not slowed the mass of men, and they're about to be right on top of you.
To try and get another volley off or to move. We're gonna move. We're pack up the limber up, and we're moving back down the road.
Okay.
And I'll have Kentucky try and buy some time and hit them in the flank. Other than that, yep, me and the cannon are gonna go and move out the way, and then re-limber back up and put fire back on him once we get out of his range.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Alright, General Sheridan. So, you managed to extricate the 36th, but they do take quite a bit of casualties in so doing. The regiment, the brigade is in pretty rough shape. The Confederates have launched a bayonet charge on your right, and currently they're 37th. They're heavily engaged. It's pretty even, kind of hard to tell. They've been battling for the last few minutes. And then the 9th is arriving, deploying as you ordered. And that's about it.
Okay, I don't have anything for this turn.
Okay, so the 9th should... Oh, well, I guess the 9th isn't under you, so... Okay, so everything stay as it is?
Yep.
Got it. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, Gilbert, you've moved south. The 9th passing by you and starting to deploy. The 1st is coming up further south of you, and Buell comes riding up as well. You can hear lots of fighting not far to the north with Sheridan's 11th. What are your orders?
Continue. The knife is going to continue with their previous orders, getting on the left side of Sheridan's troops, and then sending their artillery up the center, up the road to reinforce his artillery and kind of build a grand battery up there. The first is to follow up behind, pretty much just to follow up the road and get behind the 11th for now. Their artillery, if possible, is going to press on to join that big battery that I'm building on the road, and then they are going to start to deploy coming off and try and get on Sheridan's right here.
There's already 3 in battle, correct? And 1's retreating?
We have 2 battalions that are currently fighting, last I checked, and then 2 artillery that'll be engaged, and then 1 we have put behind of our artillery. Hopefully they aren't breaking yet, but I wouldn't bet against it.
Yeah.
Okay, Buell, what are you doing?
I'm going to head back to McCook. Let's hope I live this time.
Hey,
we're going all the way around, hopefully.
Are you gonna cross through the Doctor's Creek?
I'm gonna go through the creek.
Oh, are you gonna hop off and cool off a little bit?
Yep. We're gonna jump off the horse, take a swim.
Oh no!
Nice.
Should I go up and join Sheridan at the line now that I've organized everything back here?
Yeah, I figured you would.
So I'm guessing Gage not getting anything.
No, I'm gonna send him a dispatch to that amount.
Pity.
Do it melee.
All right,
I got a question for you, Miles.
Yes, sir. Got a few for you too.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, well, I'll hash it out, and you can win ties because I feel like I won the ties last time. Is General Rousseau advancing? If not,
He is not. He is digging in.
these guys have like another 0.5. I don't think they're gonna get there. But if they're shooting, I think you're gonna hit these Confederates as they're crossing this creek thing.
And they're preparing to shoot.
Okay, well, I'll give them a bonus because the Confederates are gonna have a terrible time. And then up here, these cav are all just trying to get around the sides of this infantry block.
Yeah. And he's just blocking them, and he's pulling up the other cab to hit those guys in the flank with fire.
Sure, we'll give them some flanking fire then. That's a cool order.
All right. And then when we get over to McCook, he's doing something actually pretty crafty. I'm impressed.
Hey, Swince, what's 3rd Brigade doing over here?
The 3rd Brigade was ordered to retreat out of melee. I assume that should not go entirely very well for them.
Yeah, we'll give them a disruption for it. Okay.
I have a lot of combat, James. I'm behind. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
And when you get to doing artillery for McCook, let me know. He's being crafty.
Okay, I can do him first if you like. What's up?
All right. He would like the 2 batteries with 1 fatigue to hit the 1st Brigade of the 2nd Division.
Okay. I'm gonna give him a -1 because he's shooting through 2 sets of woods, and
That's all right.
they're -2. He gets a hit. That becomes a 4 with our cheaty math.
I told him he heard a sound of heavy fighting to his upper right, and he wants to support it.
Okay. Anything else sneaky?
Nope, that's it. Other than that, he's just pounding away.
Okay. If he asked, his artillery is taking disruption just because they're depleting him. Union, Confederate. Yep. Break.
Ouch.
I gave the Federals a +1 on that, and I'm going to give Confederates also a -1. That's still 2 hits. This crap. Ow. Okay, now we're done.
All right.
Guess you can tell McCook did his artillery. Got some hits. Maybe they're hitting trees. I don't know how to tell him the math there is bad.
I'll tell him he scored some hits, but that's all. That's all he needs to know.
That's all I need to know. Okay.
1540.
Hooray.
All right, General Gay. Not great news this last 20 minutes. Unfortunately, you're not able to limber up the guns quick enough as the rebels fall upon them. The 9th Kentucky comes back and tries to slow, but are quickly repulsed, and they flee with you back down the road. News from the 9th Pennsylvania and 2nd Michigan's better. They outnumber the enemy and are pushing them back steadily, and are supported on their left by Sheridan's division. What are your orders?
I will have we'll move further down the road and then have the Kentucky go to screen the enemy cav again. I will have the 9th PA try and counter the 4th Brigade, because I'm gonna get my guns back.
Okay.
So yeah, they're gonna move to counter the 4th Brigade and delay him.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go further up the hill so I can get better eyes on what's going on.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
And the 30th and the 9th will come through as a left hook, and that way we'll just be putting pressure on the entire line.
Hello, gentlemen. All right, so you've got a grand battery forming already. That's what, 6 guns per battery, so 24 firing. The 3rd Brigade, the Confederate 3rd Brigade's broken off the attack and is retreating back. So you outnumber the Confederate guns 2-1 now. 9th is deployed. There's not really room between the 11th and the 9th and the creek, but they're kind of to the left and behind, and then the 1st is arriving.
Okay. Is there enough room for just the 30th to get in there besides the next?
They can do that, yeah, if that's what you want.
Okay. I'd like to put them there, and then I'll have the 32nd and 31st kind of just right behind the 35th and 30th.
Okay.
And they'll just kind of form a block there. Then the 1st, their artillery is going to join the Grand Battery, so they'll just be up there, have 6 guns, 6 of the batteries, and then have the 1st get in behind Gay's cavalry over there on the right, and I'll go with them to go and see what's going on over there.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready for.
I am ready for you.
Okay. I'm gonna stay put and rally the 36th and the 37th.
Okay. Oops, I just moved the wrong person. Okay, got it. Thank you. Okay, General Buell, you finally get to cool off in the coolish waters of Doctor's Creek. Your horse is grateful as well. Then you cross and head back up the ridge to the opposite side of the road over there. You can see the 34th brigade to your north and hear some artillery fire. And I assume you will continue in search of McCook.
Yep. Continue on.
Okay, got it. Got a Union Grand Battery foreman.
All right, we've done our moves on the north side.
Subtract ones. Buell's back with McCook, Miles, so
Yep.
if you'll take him over again.
Will do.
I'll move his channel. Let's see, where's McCook?
Rousseau might not be with us much longer.
How's he gotta go somewhere?
No, you're about to kill them all.
Oh. Uh-oh. You can change your notifications so you don't get that annoying ba-doop every time I post something if you ever want to change that, Miles.
I think it annoys you. I may keep it.
Miles, is any Union fella north running away or charging or?
Nope, nobody's charging. The two of the batteries aren't firing; they're resting, and then the other two are still firing at that same brigade.
Store brand budget replacement General Bragg is personally leading a cavalry charge. So, I think
Someone's
that's
about
gonna
to
go.
die.
A lot of Confederates are about to die. The dice. Somebody want to roll a die for General Bragg leading a cavalry charge? I'm not responsible.
I'll do it.
Okay.
6 is death, 5 and 4 is injury. Oh, I got 2. He's alive.
Now he also won. Not by much.
Okay, well, that's enough. I did not mean to click this one. My bad. Let's see. Alright. 1600.
I might need 3 minutes, James. Everybody's shooting each other up here.
No, you're fine. I just got it nice and easy in the south.
Union's not doing anything. They're all just stacking up behind the guns.
Just
Hey, man.
gun battle.
Gun battle. That's too many.
I mean, Gettysburg was what? 3 hours of a bombardment before they even moved. It's kind of crazy. All right. So Gay has gone uphill towards the second
Gay?
Michigan.
Okay.
Oh, what the heck is? Sorry, wrong channel.
I'm getting a vision. He's going uphill.
No, please tell us.
No,
Please tell
I'm
us.
not telling you anything.
That sounds good. I'm kind of sad I can't capture that cavalry unit.
Okay. So, Gay's gone uphill to kind of get a picture of what's going on. He arrives just as he sees the 2nd Michigan routing the rebel cavalry. They get back on their horses and flee. To the east, the 9th Pennsylvania is hitting the 4th Brigade and seems to be doing a pretty good job. It looks like the Confederates are chasing your Kentucky down to the south. And then, of course, Gilbert's here with the 1st Division deploying behind you. And the Grand Battery firing. It's almost deafening how loud it is.
Okay. Have the Confederates pulled back some?
Oh, yes. Also, the Confederate line, it looks like their artillery's not firing anymore, and their line has pulled back.
Okay. Orders for the whole of the Corps are just, or everybody to my left, I should say, is to press up, continue to engage them, but stay on like an artillery level engagement, and then I'll shoot a message to. I'll send a dispatch to Sheridan to give him that. Or actually, I'll just ride back over there next.
So you
The
want do you want like your 1st to move up, but with artillery as well?
Here, I'll give specific orders for the 1st because they're going to be more. It's more the Grand Battery. I pretty much just want to keep rolling forward so the Confederates don't get out of range. And then I want the 11th. Well, the 11th Sheridan's in charge of, but he's pretty much. I'm going to give him orders next turn to keep up behind them. I'm thinking and giving orders at the same time. I'm sorry. The 9th over there on the left are to press up and see if they can engage the Confederates over there. And then the 1st over here, I want the 3rd Brigade of the 1st to go down and save the Kentucky cavalry. So go engage the Confederate cavalry down south.
Okay.
And then the 2nd and the 1st Brigades of, 2nd and 1st Brigades of 1st Division are to press up on the right and try and engage the Confederates over here.
Alright. And,
I will have the 2nd go join the 9th at jumping the enemy's 4th Brigade and reclaim those guns.
okay, where are you going?
I will stay here since I have a good vantage point. Actually, I'm sorry. I'll join my cavalry. Both the 2nd and the 9th at jumping the 4th Brigade.
Okay. Got it, thank you. Alright, General Sheridan, you spend the turn mostly helping the 36th to recover. So it prevents you from seeing a lot of what's going on. You do hear from your brigade commanders, though, they can see the Confederate line is falling back. And their artillery's limbered up and heading away to the northeast.
Okay. I'd like to spend the turn rally in the 37th.
Okay. Got it. I don't think those guys would. Maybe they would. Let's see, that's pretty much 1-to-1 now. see what's going on up here. So Confederates have launched an attack. Interesting. Trying to beat them off. It looks like they're winning too. Against Rousseau. Swints, are those Confederate guns firing now?
Yes, they it would be fine.
All right. Gentleman Buell would like to go back to Gilbert. Where is Gilbert?
Back south, so I'll take them.
Oh, you got him?
Let's put them on the...
And McCook has decided to go check on Russo and is surprised that Russo is a lot closer than he thought.
I don't think he's gonna like it.
Yeah, it looks like they're losing up there.
They're gonna. I don't think they're gonna like get encircled. They're all gonna run. I think.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna be run.
Wow. The South just looks terrible. Nice.
Are they actually ever going to move that Union infantry that's just kind of milling around down there?
In the south, they're advancing.
Oh. Miles, they broke one on their way out.
There we go.
Any consolation?
Consolation.
The gentleman playing Rousseau is a very good sport.
Who's playing Rousseau? Oh, that's Art.
That's Art.
Oh yeah, Art's fabulous. I love Art to death.
Oh, that's Art. Oh.
You know him as Bonaparte in a different life.
I also know.
And you know McPanzer, if you don't recognize him, McPanzer is, my mind just blanked, Kostanovich.
Q-Dog.
Q-Dog. God, that was a fun game, James.
That was a great game. I'm not mad at Vermser at all. Not even a little teeny tiny bit.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
That was our plan, was to trap someone along the lake, and we just didn't think anyone would do it.
It was nice of Wormser to oblige.
It was nice of Vermser to oblige. I don't want to take away from it because it was really well done. But me standing in the fortress going, well, I sure wish he hadn't left. Like I told him not to do.
All right, McManzer, when you get over to the artillery for McCook, we're going to do something a little different. So just let me know when you're ready to resolve it.
No, let's do it now.
All right, the two batteries on the left are not going to fire. They're just going to recover.
Okay, smart.
And then the other two batteries are going to continue pounding that infantry.
The bad shot or the easy shot?
Let's do the easy shot.
Okay, here we go.
I'm done in the south, Swints, if you want to do those screenshots.
These are just -1
Okay.
4 and 1.
Alright, Captain Gay. You've lost sight of the 9th Kentucky and haven't heard a thing from them, so no update from them. You are with your men, the 2nd Mississippi and the 9th Pennsylvania, fighting the 4th Brigade, and kind of an even fight, but it's going well for you as far as you can tell. You do see to the north, it looks like the Confederates are sending reinforcements. And then you can see as well the 1st is moving up Um, you can hear that Grand Battery still going. What are your orders?
I am going to keep up this fight and hopefully break the fourth and reclaim my guns and then move.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I'll try and send word to the Kentucky, tell them to coordinate with the first brigade of the third, or the third brigade of the first, and yeah, that'll do it.
Okay, thanks.
Those outside of my screenshots.
All right. So Gilbert's the ever-moving general is relocated with Sheridan. Sheridan's helping the 37th recover, I think it was. Grand Battery continues. The rebel guns are back and firing back at you. And the 9th and the 1st are moving out as ordered.
Okay. I'm gonna leave Sheridan. Sheridan's gonna be in charge of the Grand Battery from here on out.
Okay. I'm
gonna go move over to the front of the 9th to see what's going on there.
Okay.
Just to see like how organized the Confederates are in front of them.
Now the 9th had orders to advance. Are they to continue advancing?
Yeah, no, they can stay put for now. Same for the 1st. The 1st is to cease advancing as well.
Okay.
But Sheridan, be sure to bring the Grand Battery into line with one another.
Yeah, we'll do.
All right, Sheridan, your orders.
First things first, we got to get the Grand Battery in line, and then have the 11th Infantry line up behind them.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. All right.
Yeah, and
General
so we'll be waiting.
Buell, once again, you will race across the battlefield to the south. Your poor horse is nearly dead.
Get a new one.
Need to get a new one.
Got spares.
You just passed behind the 34th and are about to make your. You're about the only man getting to cool off though in this battle. So
The most moisturized general.
that's the real reason you keep wanting to cross back and forth.
That's
Getting
what
wet and
MG
heavy.
stands for. It stands for moisturized general.
Yes. I assume
We'll keep heading.
you're looking for Gilbert.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
I think we need to head to Gay. There might be a problem.
Well, we can head him to him.
That'll do it. That's enough to route that. Ooh.
Ooh.
Is Polk a new player?
I don't know.
Who's playing Polk? Where's Polk? Polk leave?
No, Polk's popping in and out of the voice chat. Don't know if they're having connectivity problems or what.
Oh, Polk is Barbarino. Yeah, he usually does. Okay. No, he's not new, so I don't feel bad. He just died.
Oh.
Hit by artillery. Speaking of which, I've been forgetting my smoke. How dare I? Yeah, so let Polk know that a
Understood.
big artillery shot just happened to go right through him.
Very inconvenient.
Very not nice of the Union to do that. Southern combat's done if you want to do those screenshots. The party's about to find out Polk's dead. Let's see.
We're done. We're done in the north for moving.
Okay, I think my Panzer's not back yet.
Well, he's moving his batteries around, so there's no artillery fire.
So the Russo-Japanese War Miles, are you going to do that over with TTS a little bit? Or
Yep.
Cool. Is it going to be purely that way, or is it also going to be like physically in the with?
Well, I'm going to try both. We're going to try it both ways. One, all TTS, and one with a couple big battles, with miniatures.
I feel like I missed an interesting conversation. However, is Polk dead?
He just died. Yep.
Hardy just moved to his goal. He's gonna arrive at his body in an artillery barrage.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask him if he would ride into an artillery barrage. That seems excessive.
Yeah, we got to roll for Hardy too. Oops.
I've got no artillery fire in the north. They're moving their guns.
Nope, he's riding through the artillery to go find Polk's corpse. So we'll roll for his death too.
Alright. Give me a second, I'm posting screenshots.
Just for my edification, has anything happened to Polk at this point, or is that just it for his role?
So he can hang out with whoever he wants to on his team and just be a 2IC. But yeah, that's. I guess it kind of depends, because he could come back as like a subordinate the following turn, or just hang out. I guess with Hardy as a 2IC.
I feel like that diminishes the value of killing a commander. Like it should be penalizing to lose a commander, so they don't just all go suicide charge stuff.
Well, right, and so the way I usually do it is there's a turn or two where no orders are given, and then finally some kind of subordinate's going to figure out and take charge, and they can either be that subordinate or whatever.
I mean, his whole division looks pretty busted from where I'm sitting.
There's not much more to order really for him anyway.
Okay. So can I put Hardy in the co-location with dead Polk?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Polk doesn't know he's dead yet, does he?
He does. I just told him.
Okay.
Did you break it to him gently?
I tried.
How do you take it?
Shock.
Did he use the soundboard?
He did not.
Alright, I did all my screenshots for 1640.
I just posted everything. I'm going back to the boys.
Mostly, he just asked, what he was supposed to do.
Alright, Captain Gay, things are turning for the better. You have managed to rout the 4th Brigade, Confederate 4th Brigade, and recover your guns. You can also see the Confederate 3rd Brigade is fleeing to the north. So that's good. No sign of Kentucky boys. What are your orders?
Okay, I will try and send word for the Kentucky to regroup with us. And I will have the 2nd chase down the 4th Brigade and the 9th to pursue the 3rd Brigade. Yep. And I'm going to let my guns recover a bit right here while I follow the 2nd in pursuing the 4th Brigade.
Got it.
We're going to capture us some boys.
Alright. General Sheridan, so the Grand Battery has moved up a few hundred yards and continued to bombard the Confederate line. With all this smoke in the air, it's getting pretty hard to see past the guns, but as you catch snatches, it looks like the Confederate line is crumbling, at least in the center. You're not hearing any returned artillery fire. Some of your artillerymen are starting to get exhausted and running low on ammo. They've been shooting for a while now. Especially your division in particular that's been firing the longest. The 9th and 1st were advancing, and then they've stopped now. But what are your orders?
Let's move the Grand Battery up between the 30th and the 1st. Get them in line. If they can make it that far. Not just as far as possible. And the infantry follow up behind them.
On the left side, at least, on the ridge and the road, it's fairly doable. On the left side, there's some trees ahead, which would make moving the guns really difficult.
Okay, let's take the guns that are in the worst shape and let them rest and move up on the right side.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Actually, if you do want to just send the 9th in to ram their faces in, I guess timing is more important now.
It's more important now. All right.
Let me give you an update. So the kind of hard to tell, but from the 9th you can see on the right and kind of on the ridge the Confederate center is crumbling under the weight of your grand artillery bombardment. You can see it. There is a brigade directly in front of the 9th standing defensively. That's about it.
Okay. Orders for the 9th. Go kill those guys in front of us.
Okay.
Be it with shot or sword.
If I may, I think you should just go full send.
Yeah, I was gonna say send everyone.
Okay, I can't order Sheridan's troops, so I'll basically have to move over and then tell him to charge his troops. But I'll probably have them go around on the left, so the Grand Battery is still unaffected.
Charge who you can now, and then tell Sheridan to follow up.
Yep.
Yeah. So 9th is going to go hit that 2nd D 1st Brigade and whatever that unit is over behind them, if possible.
Okay.
And then I'll shift over to where First Division is right now, and go to the front of them, and then I'll write a dispatch to Sheridan.
Okay. I think what ends up happening to Rousseau was he was ambushed.
Okay.
we'll find out what happened later.
Buell, you're going where?
Crap. I'm going to. For once, I'm going to stay right here.
Okay.
Mm.
That
Okay.
that
You want to? Can I
creek's
hand over?
not too far away. It's looking nice.
Can I hand over command of the ninth to Buell temporarily while he's here?
Sure, of
Just
course.
so that next time he can, next turn he can develop the situation.
You got it.
I was hoping you could just take Sheridan's as well.
Where can I find infantry smoke markers?
Looks like they're all gone, but I'll give you one. There's one right in the middle.
There you go. Thank you.
So the Confederates here are trying to pull back, and I think that's going great. I don't think that's gonna work.
4, 5. That's enough. Chain route.
Wah wah.
So, we can do another turn, I think. Probably one more.
Please let McCook get his batteries into the fight. He was so desperate to move up to attack.
I think. So we got the second or third divisions coming up, but they only got 3 freshish brigades.
Yeah, their fourth one broke up north, doing great thing, but
Yeah,
fatally.
I
They've
don't
got
think it's
2
enough.
cavalry squadrons. I don't think it's enough either.
Okay. Well, I did my combat already.
I technically did not.
Okay. We'll do one more turn. So we'll get their orders, process it, then we'll bring them all in to the lobby for the
Right.
final. So.
Ooh!
Miles, take a picture, take a screenshot of that, and just send it to McCook. Be like, hey, you got your guns online. These guys are routed. Oh my god. McCook's batteries are out of ammo, but yeah,
I don't think they have anybody to shoot anymore.
they sure don't. Okay, look at this. That's the Confederate.
But now everything's right with the world.
Right? I'm just saying this for the recording so that people don't think, oh, McPanzer's a biased umpire.
Panzer hates the Union.
Right. I just hate Yankees so much. Me sitting on Long Island.
That means you're a spy.
True. Yeah, I guess I'm ready for screenshots.
I'm doing mine.
Time for screenshots.
I need to update. Alright, so you ride round 11th Division and then come back to 1st. You find them stopped as ordered, and the enemy is fleeing before them. Let me make sure I can see your screen. You can see Gay's cavalry chasing after them, and yeah.
Okay, I'll sound the charge. Just charge the Confederates in front of us. Put them to rout.
Okay, got it. Thank you. You staying here with 1st?
Yeah, I'll just lead the charge from the front, pretty much.
Got it. Alright, Captain Gay, you and your cavalry are chasing after the fleeing Confederates and cutting them down with your sabers and shooting them down with your pistols. They're starting to surrender in droves to you, those that can't escape quick enough.
Yes, sir.
You do receive word from the 2nd Minnesota, your artillery, that they have spotted the cavalry, Confederate cavalry, coming back up the road towards them and are worried about being caught.
Oh yeah, well the artillery can just come closer to our infantry lines. They should be limbered up.
Okay.
Yeah, just move close to the infantry lines for protection for now. And we'll continue chasing down this infantry and urge them to surrender.
Alright, General Sheridan, the guns in the center stop firing as ordered and take a rest, get some water, rearm, rest, continue firing, although the artillerymen admit they're not sure what they're firing at because they can't see anything anymore.
Let's have all the guns stop firing and limber and have the infantry charge down the center.
Alright. Got it, thank you. General Buell, it is a glorious day to lead a charge, and you, together with Mitchell of the 9th, rush into the 2nd Division, Confederate 2nd Division, 1st Brigade, and in a matter of minutes, they turn and run. It's been too much for them. And you chase them down and cut them down with your saber.
Let's go! Time for that Colt pistol, eh? We're going to continue attacking. If we can, pull the 30th out of line to fall behind the 31st so it can be in reserve, I guess. But that's the only change. Keep up the momentum.
Yeah, it's a little bit... It's all disorganized. It's a bit hard to...
Yep, if they got to keep going forward, they got to keep going forward.
Okay, got it.
Send out a general dispatch. Tell them to all forces attack.
Oh, I'm doing it. Greaves is gonna, or Great Gold is gonna love this. Where's it, Greaves? Who's dispatch umpire?
Greaves.
I don't know.
I actually don't have combat to roll on my side.
So, General Bragg doesn't know what to do. But General Hardy just completely took over that conversation and was like, "Hey, we're going to do a general retreat. We're going to put these guys here as a rear guard, and we're going to go and give up Perryville, but try and save some of the army."
Yeah.
I thought that was really well done.
That's good. Yeah. I mean, Bragg 2.0 he's a newish player, so thrust into the limelight.
Nice guy. No, it was completely delightful all evening.
Yeah, that's good. As soon as you're done, we will bring everyone in.
I'm done.
Someone's moving stuff around.
Oh, Miles is out there. Look at them launching attack.
Those are way
Not
too
mine.
far to be shooting at each other. That ain't happening, Miles.
Okay.
I guess the men are spooked into shooting into the woods or something.
They're hungry. There's squirrels in there.
There's a very unfortunate deer in those trees. All right. Everything good? Ready to go?
Everything's good. I need an artillery. I just haven't figured out how to copy stuff in a Mac for this thing.
Well, who are they shooting at? Oh, you need an artillery. Is it for this one over here?
There you go. Yep.
Okay. Delete all the
I think these guys are out of range.
Legit.
All right, let's hop to the lobby and bring everyone in there.
Oh,
Oh.
Wait, to happen.
Oh,
The fuck you say to me, you little shit!
I think we won.
You guys saw the zombies, right?
Yeah, they were coming right at us.
All right, welcome everyone. Thank you for playing. This was, at least from an umpire perspective, much more relaxful than Austerlitz was the last 2 weeks. So.
Can't imagine why.
Very nice game. I really appreciate Miles and McPanzer and Greaves and Swintz for stepping up to help umpire. Made the game go quickly, and we actually did it in less than really 2 hours with so we had some technical delays to start. So anyway, before I share my screen, let me do my normal ask the CIC who's winning. So starting with the Confederates, Bragg 2.0. Nanner, how do you think you're doing?
We didn't. I mean, our original CIC left, so I had to fill in for him, and I had no idea I was the CIC. So, I guess we were doing in the north. We were doing pretty well, but in the south we were getting fucked in the ass. So.
All right. Union CIC, Buell.
We have broken the enemy's center.
Okay. Let me share my screen.
No comment.
So I handled the south, so I'm going to just speak to the south, and then I'll let the other umpires speak to the north. But I know Polk had a defensive line roughly here, and then the majority of the Union forces came up this Lebanon pike here, and basically came along this ridge here with the cavalry watching the right flank. They, as you kind of can see here, they deployed along here, then formed a grand battery which bombarded the Confederate position for about an hour, and then now they're following it up with a big assault from all 3 divisions, which was enough to break Polk's division. Polk himself had the misfortune of being hit by an artillery round and dying immediately. Luckily, his death was quick, and we assume painless. On the far right, Gay did a pretty good job scouting and holding the right flank. At one point, he did lose his guns to a infantry charge, but he got them back in the end, so his glory is returned, his honor is returned. Sheridan did a good job managing the vanguard of the corps and the grand battery. And then Gilbert managed the other 2 divisions in the corps and did a good job coordinating between Sheridan and Gay. Buell, he was all over the battlefield going back and forth. I think he killed 2 horses. He's also the only one to take a bath in Doctor's Creek multiple times throughout the battle. So all the soldiers are super jealous because they're dying of thirst and hot and sweaty. But in general, as you can see, the Confederates are forming a rear guard here, but I think the order to retreat's been given. Their defenses have been broken, and the Union has carried the day. They will reach Perryville and count it a victory. So that's the south. I'll let the other umpires talk about their side and what happened in the north. McPanzer, you want to go?
So I had folks who just happened to be in the north on the Confederate side for most of the game, and I think that the players I had did a good job. I think the Union kind of demonstrating in the center may have made the original General Bragg believe there was a heavy attack coming there. So Hardy's command was on great defensive terrain to defend against an attack that wasn't coming. And it evolved into an artillery duel for most of the game. That wasn't really decisive until very close to the end. And at that point, the Union attack from the south was just blowing through Polk. Hardy, in his defense, did realize it, but he had gone north to deal with the situation up there successfully. But by the time he realized it, Polk was dead, and the Union Grand Battery just was unstoppable. I want to give a shout out to the Confederate Cav commander, who for most of the game did appropriate Cav things and didn't just charge willy-nilly, but played pretty well with Cav. And then General Hardy, I think, did something that's really uncommon in Kriegsspiel. And when he got down to the south and Polk was dead and there was a new General Bragg, he gave the order to retreat and then use his fresh earth troops appropriately as a rear guard. And I thought that was really neat because most of our Kriegsspiel games end in an orgy of bloodshed and murder. So I think the Confederate Army will save far more men than a typical Kriegsspiel game would. So I don't think it's going to be much consolation to the defeated Confederates. So great game, guys. I had a fantastic time. GG.
Thank you.
Damn shame we didn't get that encirclement.
All right, Miles.
The only thing that I think Rousseau did a nice job tying down nearly twice his number in Confederates. They eventually overwhelmed them, but I think keeping them away from the main defensive line was probably one of the keys to this battle. And I didn't think that was going to happen because the Union kind of blundered into that big giant defensive group on the hill in the beginning of the battle and just started moving their way north and did a great job tying down an awful lot of Confederate troops and resources.
Agreed.
Thanks, Miles. All right, Swents.
Not too bad. I was in the south with James and just learning the roads. But I guess I would just echo what everyone else said. It seemed like the realization that the attack was coming from the south was a little bit too late to really save Polk in this command.
Okay. Greaves, thanks for stepping up as dispatch umpire. Anything to add? Any interesting dispatches you saw?
I think the dispatches pretty much are very well simulated with the battle. The dispatches were very well, as everyone says, very clearly explained dispatches from everyone. Does show the confusion. It quite plainly shows the confusion with the Confederate commanders about where the attack was taking place and how only until late game did it really come to realization that the attack wasn't taking place where they had thought. A lot of dispatches between the Union commanders. I think that greatly helped a lot for the Union victory in this battle. We had commanders sending dispatches just about every single turn, constantly throughout the entire game. So the Union was extremely well communicated. But I'd say that despite the fact that the Union communicated more, the Confederates did pretty well for themselves, despite the lack of communication.
All right, thank you. All right, we'll just go down the line now from all the players will have a chance to share their experience and what they learned and what they do differently and what they enjoyed. So starting from the top, Rousseau.
Hello. Yeah, interesting game. It was fun. Just again, our plan was to try and take the hill exactly where the Confederate position was. So we diverted to Plan B, which was to go along the ridge line. Met some Confederate cavalry who did very well, kind of fell back before me, and I moved up looking for somewhere to flank. I probably slightly overextended. It went very quickly downhill, and I got overwhelmed, as Miles said. But I was just hoping at that point, that, as Miles pointed out, that we were just holding down some of their forces and Buell would come along and crash in. So it kind of worked that way. I wouldn't say that I'd kind of planned it to go that way, or it was amazing work by me, but it just turned out that way. And well done to the Confederate cavalry commander. Sort of did a good job holding me off, and then coming back to attack at just the right moment. So yeah, my learning was kind of a possibly slightly overextended. But yeah, it was good fun, and thanks to Miles for umpiring, did a good job. After the problem sorting out the map angles at the beginning, which affected us all, it went round really smoothly.
Thanks, Art. All right, Sheridan.
Yeah, I was the vanguard for the infantry in the south, and I got surprised by the Confederates. I was not expecting to be where they were. We kind of pulled together and built the Grand Battery, and that allowed me to cover my troops who got hit pretty hard in the first engagement. So Gilbert did a really good job of directing me and what he wanted and that kind of thing.
And was this your first live game, or have you done others?
First live game.
Oh, okay. Good. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I did.
Good. All right. Colonel Hart. Desar, I think.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I've been the cavalry general in the north for the Confederates. And to be honest, even though I was supposed to be the scouting general, I think I saw the least out of anyone else. Yeah, I had to fight the Union general in the north, and whenever I wanted to do any move, hey, let's go this road. Oh shit, more Union soldiers. Oh no, I lost half of my cavalry. Yeah, this kept happening the entire game. Thankfully, at the end, I had more Confederate allies to help me out in the north, but I think at that time it was way too late, and we lost. So, yeah, very good job done from the Union generals in the north, because they really did not give me any freedom to do anything. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. Captain Gay.
I just want to say that I may have lost my guns to infantry, by the way, but I got them back. I told my commander I will have my guns back within the hour. I held true to that. I also almost captured 2 infantry brigades. I don't know how the other one ended all the way behind enemy lines, outrunning me, but at least I got one. The only Union commander who got a surrender on infantry. They got some batteries and whatnot, but I got a whole infantry brigade, you know. So, so you know, it is what it is. I came out on top. MVP. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. General Bragg, are you back? Chinleaf? I don't know if you have power issues there.
Yes, I am back. So, for the first half of the game, I managed to command the army, but the second half, my power went out in my entire neighborhood, so I couldn't command anymore. But as I see it, people are saying the Confederacy lost. This is not a loss. This is a mere setback. We're going to win the next battle and eventually the war. But I want to reprimand someone for having a lot of skill issue. Major General Leonidas Polk, I will reprimand your dead body and you will never ever command the army again.
All right, thank you. Buell.
Oh, that's me. Yeah. I did a lot of planning for this. I will say that we had the advantage of me not being real life Buell, because I didn't just sit in a house in like miles to the rear and pretend that a battle wasn't happening. My plan was to out attack Chinleaf, because I absolutely figured Chinleaf would try and counterattack at some point. The plan was for McCook to move up on the Springfield and basically be the anvil, and then Gilbert would be the hammer. I outlined a lot of plans for like taking some strategic hills and whatnot, but the Confederates clearly beat us to them. Polk's line was basically on our first objective, so that plan got invalidated. But the general idea of we're going to make Bragg commit to something, and then we're going to keep stretching his line until we can find something to break worked out just fine because we ended up smashing his center. As I guess it's more of his left. I thought we thought it was his center, but I thought it was very fun.
Good. Your 2IC, George Thomas.
Oh, I was just playing along. I guess I pulled up a map and just started putting people on it to keep track of everything. It was fun.
Good. Hopefully you can join in other games as a primary player.
Fingers crossed.
Gilbert?
Yeah, I think what I've done has pretty much been talked about already. I just came up from the south and we set up that grand battery and shelled the Confederates for about an hour and then charged and put them to rout. I figured I had a lot of fun with this one, to be perfectly honest, being able to move my big force around and having subordinates to have go and do things while I myself also was a subordinate to Buell. Shout out to Gay for securing my right flank and keeping us protected as everything went crazy over there. And then also Sheridan, you did a great job managing the battery in the center. And I know as the Vanguard, you thought maybe that we were going to get into more hand-to-hand combat over there or be on your own and command on the right. But you and that battery pretty much won us the battle. So thank you.
All right. And was this your first live game too?
No, I've done quite a few. This is Lancer. I've just changed my profile picture.
Oh, you threw me off. Okay, never mind.
He's been around.
Yeah, I know Lancer's been around. All right, Polk. Deceased.
Well, the game was fun up until the part where I got my head blown off. That sucked. No, but in all seriousness, kind of a weird game, all things considered, because up until the point where just about to the point where I died, like just scrolling back on my channel, seeing where it actually happened, it was funny because in my screenshots, I didn't see any movement for the better part of like 2 hours, 3 hours in game, and then suddenly a grand battery forms on my south. I die, and my line turns into miss me. So everything kind of happened all at once. I'm not going to try to play it off or anything like that, but, you know, it is what it is. I died right in the middle of the action. Rest in peace, Leonidas Polk. Thank you to the umpires, as always. You guys are the best.
I would remove
Cheerio.
the rest in peace because I'm reprimanding his dead body.
Are you gonna hang his dead body too?
Curious that the one who
Are
violated
you gonna
Kentucky...
Are you gonna put my dead body in a pillory or something?
Probably set him up as an example. This is what happens when you lose.
Dig it up, put him on trial. Yeah.
All right.
Court martial his body. Yes.
McCook.
Well, I'm glad that the rebels have a scapegoat. Thank you to the umpires, of course, for your always running these fantastic, amazing games. I was positioned in the northern part, facing across the river from what looked like at least two divisions of rebels, and I was just like, well, we're not going to cross. But we sent Rousseau north, right, with his cavalry and his infantry to face against your infantry and cavalry. And the funniest thing, Buell comes over. Shout out to Buell, case for being very communicative and checking in on us. Appreciate that. Buell says like, hey, we should maybe try to press the rebels on their right flank into the north, and see what you can do about that. It's like, yeah, it's like, it sounds like Rousseau just needs a few more men. It looks like we're holding well there. It's gonna be fine. And then he leaves, and then I says, okay, I'm gonna go check in with Rousseau, and Rousseau's like, yeah, we just broke it. Everything broke. We're just in retreat. I'm like, oh, that's a lot worse than I told Buell. So I imagine though, if you guys actually with your instead of crossing back over Doctor's Creek as you did the rebels, if you guys pushed in on me on the west side of this creek, you probably could have destroyed the entire corps. I don't know if it would have saved the battle, but you would have definitely removed us from the game. Would have certainly been bloody at any rate. So yeah, good game. It was good. Thanks guys.
All right, Hardy.
Yep. So I'm Hardy. I'm the guy who crushed the northern flank with the reserve. That's me. So I do kind of want to briefly talk about my logic for that decision. So very beginning of the game, I definitely I wouldn't say fell, but I believe that there was a sizable Union force, which according to what I'm seeing now, it's about the size of the force I estimated, and I wanted to deploy the reserve there right away to try and take that out. But so we ended up not doing that. It took a couple turns, and then I ended up finally doing it, and I was able to crush them, and I rushed back down, but I was unable to get there and fast enough to help Polk. And one of the problems was the fact that Polk died right away really set us back, because there were 3 turns where I was like, I sent a dispatch to Polk a while ago. I haven't heard from him. I wonder how he's doing. Turns out he was dead, so that explains that. But also just some general pointers for the Confederate team. I think we could have been better in communication, myself included, dispatch wise. And also, I don't know if it was a technological problem, but there were some people where I would be co-located with them, and I'd be asking them questions and they wouldn't reply to me. So just making sure we were we're paying attention when we're co-located and planning out the battle and doing stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, it was a good game, and I'm very proud of all the Confederate commanders who kind of rallied, especially after we got caught off balance in the north and they got broken in the south. I'm proud of all the Confederate commanders, and well played to the Union commanders.
All right, thank you, Nanner.
Yeah. So I don't know. I woke up at 4 a.m. for this game, where I live, and I came in here as a 2IC to brag, and then all of a sudden he left, so I had to take over from. And I had no idea that Bragg was the CIC, and I had no idea of the plans, so I had to, and I don't know, everything just collapsed. I did go up north with I did go up north, and helped fight off the Unionists in the north. I'm proud of. What was that? Hart. Yeah, I'm proud of Hart for helping me do that with his good cavalry. And then it was very good timing, because when we did that, Hardy came in with his brigades, infantry brigades, to help break them. And I thought, the battle we must be winning the battle right now, because we broke the north. And then when I hear of the south, I'm like, oh shit. So we go down there, and when I come down there, Hardy he decided to ride past me down there, and I was in charge of getting all the men down there. And when I finally get down there, I see everything is broken. I was like, oh no, shit, they have crossed the river. Yeah, and that's kind of the game for me, at least.
Yeah, it's like that scene in the Community when he walks in with pizza and everything's on fire and the place.
Yeah, basically.
That's literally it.
I mean, I apologize for not reading the plan properly, but I wasn't aware I was going to be CIC. So
no. That's not your fault. That's
fine. All right. Well, thanks everyone. Of course, you're welcome to stay and keep talking about it. I'm gonna finish the recording, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.